To talk about embedding images in Adobe Illustrator. I have an 8.5:11 document up here on the screen, and I have a graphic down here with some fictitious text going on here. So I'm going to insert an image, and as we discussed before, let's assume that we wanted to put the image in a circle here and have that as a clipping mask, have the image appear within that circle. First I create the circle, and then I'm going to place the image that I wanted in here. So I'm just going to grab it from my desktop, which is the couple over here, and I'm going to place it, and I'm going to drag right about there, and I'm going to have to adjust the shape a little bit because we want to have the couple inside here. So we can do this right here and make this a little bit, well, let's make the circle a little smaller. Whoops, come on, there we go. Just about like that. So we have this image here. This is adjust this just a bit. There. So we're going to place this image, arrange it, send it to the back, and the image, the circle, the graphic circle that we created should be on top. Then you select both of them, select both objects, and we're going to go to Object, Clipping Mask, and we're going to say Make. And that inserts that image inside that circle. So the ad suddenly, looks a little better. So when you're saving this and sending it off to print service, what's going to happen if you do not embed this image and this image down here? When they open it up, it's going to look all pixelated. So how do you embed images? Well, we have the image right here. We're going to go up to the word Window and going to select Links. The links palette opens up. It tells me that I have two images, this film strip down here and the image that we just placed. So if we select the three lines, select it, hamburger icon, and then we're going to embed the images. That's this one right here. So now that image is embedded in this layout, this image, this Adobe Illustrator file, and we're going to do the same thing for this image right here. We're going to embed the image. So now both of those images are part of this Adobe Illustrator file. When you send it to the print service, they're going to open it up. It's going to look exactly like you have it here. The resolution is going to be perfect. What happens if you don't do this? Well, I'm just going to step back a couple of seconds, and now we have those two images. They're just linked. So if we don't supply these images, when we send the Adobe Illustrator file, I'm going to save this file right here. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to take the images that we had embedded originally, and I'm going to put them in a folder so that Adobe Illustrator can't find it. So now I'm going to open up the document again, and notice that we get an error saying we can't find the linked images. Well, we can ignore it or we can replace it. If we can replace it, we can find it. But if we can't find it, like the print service, they won't be able to view this. Now look what happens when we zoom in on this thing. Now because this is a vector graphic, it's not as big of a deal because you can fully scale vector graphics. But the image, the raster image, if you just enlarge it just slightly, notice the bit mapping going on here. That's how the quality will print when you're opening this file and sending it off to a print service. That is not acceptable. So that's one of the reasons one of the important reasons to embed any raster graphic that you have in any Illustrator file.